So, how big in Bollywood are you really?
We're not very big in Bollywood
We're
at
tiny
all.
in Bollywood,
Yeah,
but our
yeah.
friend Omi is big in
Yeah,
Bollywood.
he's big. He's big. So our film is about our friend Omi Vaidya, who basically goes from being unknown to very, very famous in India and Bollywood. So we don't really get big, but
Is
he
it a
does.
true story?
I'm sorry?
Is it a true story?
It is. It's a
It's
a documentary about following our friend as he goes from being just kind of like a Hollywood zero to a Bollywood hero, as we like to say.
Yeah.
So the guy was in Hollywood before, he didn't make it, and then he went to Bollywood.
You know, he was a working actor. I don't want to say he didn't make it. He was a working actor. He was doing fine, but he certainly wasn't famous. He certainly wasn't being stopped on the street by mobs or anything like that. And now in India, I mean, he's a pretty big deal. So we're kind of looking
Is
at
he Indian, or is he of Indian descent, or his?
Indian descent. Yeah, his family's from Goa, and he was raised in Yucca Valley here. So he's Indian American. And basically, I mean, we're looking at a story of becoming famous, of what that is to go from being relatively unknown to becoming entirely famous.
Yeah, I mean, he gets recognized by like hundreds of thousands of people at one point. So he makes the full arc.
So by having experienced both sides through your friend,
Yeah.
what do you think is better?
I'll go with not famous. I'll go with little in Bollywood for me.
Yeah, you know, anonymity is a nice little thing.
I'm still the executive director, I'm still the founder, even though I've been delegating more and more and have been training a producer to come on board next year. It's very exciting, it's the 9th year. We're actually already gearing up for the 10th year anniversary, and we've already put together a committee working on that. But for this year, we obviously tonight was a great opening night. The red carpet was happening. We had a lot of young South Asian actors who are in Hollywood right now, all the outsourced people, and just so many recurring characters all over. It's also an important film. I'm Kalam, the Los Angeles premiere, because it touches upon a very sensitive social issue in India, and that is education for underprivileged children.
Well, I'd like to say a few things about the Greek lady, Christina Maruda. I tell you, she's very special because single-handedly, in an extremely dedicated way, she thought and made this festival so successful. People started to come along and support her and help her. She is an extremely special person, Christina, for doing this wonderful job with Indian Film Festival of Los Angeles. And we are very proud that my film, I Am Kalam, is the opening film tonight. And this is an extremely special film because it is made by an NGO, a non-profit organization, Smile Foundation. So excitedly looking forward to friends and family and supporters and media and everybody watching it, and hope the message and the reason for which this film is made reaches across to everybody.
Beyond that, we have we have 5 world and I think 7 US premieres. Our closing night film, it's Walt Disney Pictures world premiere of their first Indian production, Zokumon, and it's a film for children, so we're going to have families and the vibe is going to change, and we're going to have kites for them and ice cream and food stations. It's going to be fun. And then we have a fantastic lineup of documentaries. We have amazing features, 2 shorts programs, over 50 filmmakers in attendance, and then on Saturday we have our seminar day with 3 panels and a reception afterwards. So for actors, directors, producers, this is the place to be. And then we have our Industry Leadership Awards this year with the strong presence from Sony executives, the president of networks of Sony here in the US and his counterpart in India are being honored, and also the person who started the multiplex, the first multiplex chain in India that is now booming, is also going to be here. So we're having this celebration at the House of Blues. It's a gala luncheon with those awards.
My name is Jack Rajashekar, and I'm a Hollywood unit executive producer for the movie Robot, an Indian movie. This movie is supposed to be one of the biggest movies ever made in India with a high budget and all that. And not only that, we also, first time that we used more than 150 Hollywood professionals to do with the animatronics works.
My name is Aram Parveen Bilal, and I am the director of Poshak, which means clothing or attire. And it's a 12-minute short that's going to be playing in the shorts program too on Thursday and Sunday. And yeah, it's a 12-minute film shot in Karachi. It's very gritty, and it talks about the struggle of an artist in a society that might not be very supportive of art.
I'm Abhay Kumar, and my film is called Just That Sort of a Day.
Can you tell us a few words about the film?
Yeah, the film is a hybrid medium film. We've sort of created a new medium which does not even have a name yet, and it's my first US trip. It's the USA premiere here in IFLA. Then we moved to Tribeca Film Festival, New York. So it's going to be a month-long US tour.
Have you ever worked in India?
I have.
So what are the differences and what do you prefer better?
Ooh, I'm never going to choose one over the other. I am very American, so when I go over there I have a sort of, I feel like a foreigner. You never realize how American you really are until you work somewhere else. Gosh, you know, I think that there's something to be said for both industries. They work so differently. The acting style is completely different. One is incredibly internal, one is completely external. And
about your film, your presence here?
So my film's called The Bengali Detective. It's about a PI, private eye in Calcutta, looking to try and solve a few murders and become a dance champion. Shot in Calcutta, sort of one of the big forgotten cities of the world, but one of the greatest backdrops to film in. So we filmed there for a year, following real cases of counterfeiting, murder and extortion, and lots of stories of love.
What are the pros and cons of shooting in India?
In India, be ready for anything. It's going to change, and you have to go with it, because what's behind the facade in India is what's interesting. So as soon as you can get past that, you really meet something wonderful, something different. So if you're a filmmaker there, you just got to have the patience and the eye to step past what's in front.